I am in Waltham Cross, and in today's video, I'm going to explain to you about a proposed night route that didn't go to plan, the N259. See my face again, and yeah, we're in Waltham Cross. Now this isn't in London at all, this is in Hertfordshire, in a different borough. It's not in the borough of Enfield, it's in the borough of Broxbourne. If I'm right, if I'm not, then please correct me. But we're going to be catching a 279, and I'll explain to you about the N259 and everything. Okay everyone, our 279 has arrived. It's going to get packed, just know. Alright guys, finally we are leaving the bus station. Now I've been there for almost an hour, so it was like 58 minutes since I've been at the bus station as I checked. Now I was supposed to leave the bus station like up to 2 hours ago, but yeah. Okay, basically let me tell you what happened. So I took the 279, I was from like Edmonton, and it took too long from there to Waltham Cross because of a temporary night. I think I've said it many times, but yeah. And then I got to Waltham Cross, and they're telling me that, I mean, I missed the 279, that's the thing, and then no 279 hasn't arrived for almost an hour. It's ridiculous, man. Now, I estimated that I would have got the video done around, right now it's 3:43, so I would have got the video done around that time, but hey, we're still in Waltham Cross. Now, I did make a video on the 279 previously on how disappointed I am with this route using those vehicles, the electroliner. Now, I wish that the 279 did use the Infinity 400 CTV, just like the 319, runs from Streatham Hill to Sloane Square, but it's just TFL, they choose the buses and everything, and you just have to get used to it and have an experience on it. Now I was also thinking on taking the 491 instead of the 279 because that route was taking too long to arrive, until like almost an hour. But if I did take the 491, I would have explored the new BYD B12s. And I can't lie, they do look good. I love the exterior. The front of it looks stunning, I'm telling you right now. But the back, you don't really get a back window, it's just like, it's just a rectangle, like, too much of a rectangle, if that makes sense. Alright guys, so the time has come. I'm going to be telling you the facts of the N259.
Night route N259 was a proposed bus route by TfL. This plan has already been scrapped. If it was to ever run, it would have ran from Waltham Cross to Trafalgar Square. Yeah! Waltham Cross to Trafalgar Square! Little did you know that the route would have been a renumbering of the N279. Yeah! A renumbering of the N279. This would run to places like Turkey Street, Enfield Highway, Tottenham, Seven Sisters, Holloway, Warren Street, etc. The reason for the renumbering is because the 279 would be cut back to Seven Sisters from Manor House and rerouted to Stamford Hill to replace the withdrawal of Route 349. The 259 would be cut back to Holloway Nags Head from King's Cross, King Charles, and extended from Edmonton Green to Ponders End Enfield Bus Garage, replacing 349. This makes sense for the N279 to be renumbered N259 because the 259 will always be with the N259 between Enfield Bus Garage and Holloway Nags Head. Whilst the 279 won't always follow the N259 as they both split at Seven Sisters. This has been proposed since 1st of June 2022 as part of the wider Central London bus review. TfL wanted to axe 16 bus routes. Yeah, TfL wanted to axe 16 bus routes plus 6 night bus routes. Only 3 were withdrawn. Routes 332, 507 and 521 were axed, and I will make a video about the 507 and 521 eventually. Anyways, back to my point. The 349 ended up not being withdrawn and N279 ended up not being renumbered. 3 years later, on 28th of November 2025, it was proposed again, but with a small difference. There won't be an N259 operating, and yes, the changes are gonna happen with 349 being withdrawn completely and 259 and 279 replacing it on 5th of September 2026. I will tell you why the 2022 proposal is better than the 2025 one.
Now guys, we're finally out of the temporary lights and look at how much traffic there is northbound. Like, it's crazy, man. Okay, so we are approaching Tottenham Town Hall, and the reason why I wish the 2022 proposals went to plan compared to the 2025 proposals is because not only is the 349 being withdrawn, being replaced by the 259 northbound and 279 southbound, but it's because the N279 will be renumbered N259, and it will make a lot of sense because the 259 will always be with the N259 between Ponders End, Enfield Bus Garage and Holloway Nags Head, which makes sense. However, if they did the 2025 proposals, then N279 won't be renumbered N259, and therefore the 279 will join with the N279 from Waltham Cross to Seven Sisters, and then from Seven Sisters to Stamford Hill. The 279 will separate from the N279, and then from Seven Sisters to Manor House, that will be the withdrawal section of 279, and then yeah, N279 will be alone between Seven Sisters and Trafalgar Square without the 279. If I make sense. If I don't, let me know in the comments. I've been yapping a lot, but yeah. And look at how much traffic there is. It's a lot of traffic. And look how much construction there is going on.
Time to get constructive.
New housing, new space, new facility, new establishment.
Time to get constructive.
But yeah, we are going uphill. The driver is not stopping at all, and these electrons are going to do well on the hills. I wonder how the Environmental 100s were with the 279 on the hills. Probably made ALX 100 noises, and it was really loud. See, this is what I mean. I wish we had these Environmental 100s. Especially how loud it goes on hills. I love it so much. But we are approaching Hameswell Road, going towards my house, and there's so much trees and greenery. Guys, wait a couple of days. So I just got onto the 259, and is there anything else for me to say? Anything? Okay, so there's nothing else for me to say, but what I will say is I hope you did find the video useful in terms of the N259 and what it is. And I'm curious to find, and I'm curious to see your thoughts in the comments on what you think about this N259 change, and which proposal do you think is better, the 2022 change with N259 or the 2025 change without it? Let me know your thoughts. I've done my part, you've done your part by watching to the end, and
Time to get constructive.
I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.